trees are going to plague us here in Mississippi as well. We'll see what technique he uses to get these out of the tree. We're just pretty lucky he's tall. And he can almost reach them. Okay. Thank goodness it's the pink one. Oh no, it came out. Darn. Well, welcome back. We are on our second tournament this weekend. We find ourselves in Biloxi, Mississippi. Mr. Connor is getting his first hole, and this could be a par 2. I'm not sure. You can see he's sporting a more casual look with shorter shorts. And there we go. And it's not in the water. Excellent. But how do we get there? All right, let's see if we can get a bogey on this one.
Bogey it is.
I must have jinxed him. I should have said maybe ace, but we'll shoot for that the next time. And those chains did rattle. So off to find number 2.
There you go.
Well, this course seems to be a mystery. Just finding the chains.
It's hidden. Yeah, it's back there and sort of right.
We can't even see the spectators from over here. But we are going to... This one may take a couple of throws. Holy, we didn't see it fall, team? Because it's in the trees, maybe? Well, we get a redo.
I did it again.
Now, we got 2 frisbees in the tree. This one, he's in a jam. He is in a jam, and I'm afraid I am his target for some reason today. Nope. We didn't make it out of the thicket with that one. Not at all. But he's getting closer to getting out of the thicket. Good thing he's in those orange pants so we can see him. Here he comes. And the crowd goes wild again. He made it. We had no doubt he was not going to be able to find his way out of there. We are off to a little bit of a slow start, but if you remember from the other day, he started off slow, but boy, did he bring home the win at the end. Don't get that pink one. He's back! And he said he was playing like poop. That was a, what do you call that one, a putt?
That was a good putt.
Oh, okay. That was a good putt. Now we're off to find number 3. We made it past number 3. We are now at number 4. Should not be any trees that are going to cause him any problems on this one.
Don't tell me that.
Unless he finds it himself. And he found it. But it took a better hop from that tree, and it did come down. He's in a better position than what he found himself earlier in the week. So let's see if we can get another ace. All right, back to the action. This is his second shot. We're gonna hear those chains. It's gonna drop right in. He's checking it just to make sure it dropped in nicely. We're out of the sun. We're in a little bit of shade. There we go. We saw that one go in. So off to number 5. Okay, we're going to go further into the thicket. Be back in a few. Well, as you can see, we are in the thicket. There's something trying to scare him away from this game, but I don't think a bug is going to get him off this course until we do the whole thing. Concentration. And I think y'all all heard that thud. Another tree. Due to the need for him to relieve himself, we are going to take a short Kirschmal, and we will be back shortly. He is in there somewhere, trying to strategize. We're not sure what he's going to do with this one. Way in the weeds. But darn it, he pulled it off. He pulled it off. All right, that's him way down there. And this is number 5. He's got a couple of trees that he's going to have to deal with, but he's getting better at it. Almost got the commentator, but he's close to the chains. And hear those chains rattle. Awesome. And at this particular course in Mississippi, they've even put smiles on all of our faces with the artwork that is displayed proudly here in Mississippi. We'll get the backside look this time. There's not a lot of space out here in these thickets, so the spectators, they're being real troopers. Okay. We can't see the basket just yet, but we're pretty sure there's one over there. Yeah. Mr. Okonski has discovered we're missing a basket. Basket number 6. It's just a mystery. This, I guess, under Mississippi rules, that's an ace, an automatic ace. I'm glad I looked it up. We can move to 7. Well, they put a new one out here. Thanks, crowd, for your patience, but he really wanted a course 6. That's the true champion that he is. He does not want to skip. I think he used to be right here. There it goes again. There it goes again. Now in search of number 7. We're at 7 right now. He's got one of those blue discs that I think is what he calls a driver. And he is driving it down. And he's... Yes, maybe it came... Yes, it came out of the trees. He's getting better at that whole... just falling out of the tree on its own. I'm sure there's a technical term for that, but
no,
I'm still learning. We had a little rainfall here earlier today, so the course is kind of a little bit muddy. But I don't think that's going to affect his game at all. It just kind of cooled things down a bit, and we'll see how number 7 goes for him. I think he's going to try an Amheiser. And this is the first time he's done this move. So the crowd is in for a treat, that is for sure. Let's see what his form is on this one. Should be a little bit different than what he's been doing in the past. Maybe he should practice that a little bit more. There we go. That's that Anheimers. Sometimes you just never know what to expect down in the gully like that, and he's gonna get it. He is gonna. It can't be. To keep Connor in the game, he's going to have to strategize on this one. That Immenhauser move was good, but I think I overheard somebody in the crowd saying he might be thinking of a visor. A visor. Or a flop of the wrist. There's another name for that one too. I could see it on his face. He was a little disappointed in that one, but he got that second in there with no problem whatsoever. So we've got another hidden hole. He might have to do some other, he might have to roll it, we don't know. But this is I'm thinking this is not a putt. This has got to be one of those other ones. And, wow, he drove that almost all the way down there. Good job, Mr. Okonski. The crowd seems to like it.
And the crowd goes mild.
All right, everybody's quieting it down just a bit so he can concentrate. He's got to get through some trees, and he did the roller. He definitely did the roller. Ah! Oh, God. We got no alligators here. We got no spiders here, but we definitely have squirrels that seem to be very, very friendly when you're not looking. They just kind of appear. I'm sure the squirrel's not too happy that we're here either, so let's just leave the squirrels alone. Do not feed the animals. Yes! We are halfway through this course, and I think he's picking up his game just a little bit, for sure. Because he thought the whole squirrel thing was funny. I, on the other hand, did not. When we drove by, we said it was high.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, we're getting on to 10. We are in the latter half of the course. He's got his favorite blue disc. He just wishes the landing was a little bit longer.
That was so bad. Why do I play this sport?
And the crowd, they did do the "aww," but we got a bridge that we can walk across.
You don't have to. That gets worse.
Huh.
That was also bad.
Yeah, well, you...
Dang it.
Well, this one is a pretty interesting hole. Not seen them built quite this way. And Mr. Okonski, he's staring at it and he's going, "What the?" Trying to figure out why they would do it this way, but it sure does look pretty. The dragonfly likes it as well.
I normally miss by hitting the top, so maybe I'll miss the bottom.
Hey, there, that's the strategy. Is that visor?
No.
No, okay.
See?
There you go. You hit the bottom then.
Yeah. That would have been.
And it goes in. So off to number 11.
Alright, I don't want to lose the disc. So, snapshot it. Yeah.
A little bit more strategy given to this one, that's for sure. But that breeze sure feels good.
Oh, well, probably.
We got the tree, but I don't think we got the water. So he's feeling good about that one. He's over there somewhere. This is the second time he's been hidden by foliage and have to shoot from I'm guessing a position he does not like being in. So I can hear him. So I know he's there. He's walking around. He is okay. No worries. He found that disc. Big old pine tree in between Mr. Okonski. And he hit the top of it again. Unlike Alabama, that doesn't count as a par. So he's going to have to do that flex move that he did earlier. And it dropped right into the basket. Yes, he's happy with that. He is happy with that. Well, as you can see, there is a big tree in between number 12 and Mr. Okonski. So let's see what he might try that Amheimer move again.
Funny because that's actually what I was going to do. You finally learned it.
It's for those that aren't as knowledgeable at the game as I. It's a disc golf term for driving the frisbee to the chains.
And for those of you who don't know at home, I gave the commentator a list of terms and did not explain them to her at all.
And I got one. I got it.
It didn't work. That needed to be lower.
Yeah, it came out of the tree, so we're good.
I wanted it to look like this.
So he's gonna give us another example of an Amheimer bush. And that one came out of the tree as well. Back in a few. So we are now par 2 on hole number 12. And he got it under the trees. He did. And at the end, he did that roller thing. Those aren't easy shots to make, or techniques to make. There we go. Back in a few. All right, as we pick up the competition again, he probably is going to do a flip-flop or a dunk on this one. I'm not sure which one, but rarely does he talk to his commentator about these. It's a competition. You can't let that strategy get out to the other contestants. But I feel pretty certain he's just going to dunk this one. There he goes.
Dang it.
Mr. Okonski, he's been fairly lucky at hole 13.
That's not true.
He's got to keep it out of the water and in between the two big trees, but I think at least we can see it. Oh, it better take a hard. It did.
Ooh.
It Kept it out of the
Doing
water.
so far.
Yeah, yeah. He's pretty proud of himself. He's still staring at it. He liked that shot. We did find more wildlife out here, so not only are there squirrels, but it is now confirmed that there are turtles here as well. Well, he got it out of the ditch, so we're doing good. We're doing good. This is par 3, so it could be a boogie if it would not have bounced out.
Dang. It's just not a good putting day. Oh well. I will.
He had a good putting day earlier in the week. We've only got a couple more holes to go, and as I found out the last tournament, there are 18 holes as opposed to 19 holes. So we're almost there. So number 14.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
Yeah, we found the only tree out here, and but it came right out of the tree. It came right out of it. So he's going to try to do a green one and see if this one will miss the tree. He did that Pfizer. He sure did. And I think he pulled it off perfectly. He could have gone with a roll too, either one. And he would have missed that tree as well. And we have just been informed by the host of this tournament, since we are on the Gulf of Mexico, you can see it in the background. There could be some alligators out here, but we haven't run across any of them yet. So we're going to make it off this course with no alligators. And it went sailing down there. We've got another one of these that are elevated a little higher than the normal cages are, but he had practice with that. I think that number 12 or number 11. So I think he's got his strategy. He hit the chains instead of the cage. But I think the altitude is just way too high for these type frisbees. So we don't know what we are going to find in Louisiana, but it's really testing his skills being off these Texas courses. We're at number 15. He's got no trees in his way whatsoever, and if he throws too far, he could be in trouble with the water. Or if he throws that direction, he could be in trouble with the alligators. We're not sure where he was going with that one. The champion is in some shade finally. This heat is very similar to Texas heat, but it's still, I don't know how long we've been out here, but we're winding it down. Well, we've picked up on another twist with this course. There is a cage called A, and before we get to the 18. So just a little bit more. Yeah. I didn't hear a splash, so we're just going to walk down there, pick it up, and move on to cage A. There you have it. Be back soon.
The basket's right
Okay, now we've got a basket hanging in the tree. Connor, again, is in the thickets. And we have a little babbling brook over here. Very, very scenic, this course. Very, very scenic. Now, if commentator Pam doesn't fall into the water, we will be okay. Took the filming off the competitor. But Pam made it across the babbling brook.
That's all that matters.
Let's see if Mr. Connor makes it across. There, no incident whatsoever.
I bet it was just as graceful from you, commentator.
And there's our hanging basket. There is just no end to the depth of this course and the creativeness of it. Well, finally the accommodations are showing up as we get to the 17th hole, but it sure makes it a whole lot more convenient for these competitors to have something to hang their water bottles and their bags on. So at number 17, we're coming very, very close to the end of this. And just like the other two competitions we've been in, Mr. Okonski is neck and neck with two of the other top competitors. And as you can see, way down there at the end, well, it's kind of far away, that's one of those competitors that he's neck and neck with. But he's got his bag's on wheels. So something Mr. Okonski may want to think through the next time he gets his bag. He's thinking, he's strategizing, waiting for some of the competitors to get out of the way. Even the fans, they just love this sport as much as the competitors do. So he's approaching the launch pad. And now, no trees, straight shot, no water, other than the kitty stuff over there to the side. But look at that's pretty. That was pretty. We're gonna get back with you soon. We've got a little bit of a hike to get down to that one. Connor's doing okay. He's gonna do this this bogey. Those chains are gonna rattle. And I think that's going to put him in a better position when we get to that 18th hole, for sure. Again, there's only 18 of these, not 19. If you were watching the replay of last week's game. For those accommodations, they've helped us with. We got a bench on this one, but no time for competitors to sit. But commentators love it. Well, maybe it came out of the tree. I can't see that far. Well, as we're walking to that 18th hole, Mr. Okonski, he's feeling very encouraged by this. Neck and neck with the other competition. Two of them are already finished with their game. We don't even have to worry about those other people behind us because there's no way they can catch up with these three. But we'll see if he's going to do that visor. Well, I can say with certainty he was not happy with that one. You could see it in his face. But let's see what happens here. Yes, in the crowd again. They just love Mr. Okonski. They love him, love him, love him. And we're going to fight through the fans, the many adoring fans, and get a couple of words from him. Because this really was a hot day. no alligators, but there were squirrels and there were turtles. So make no mistake about that. We had some dodging to do with those critters.
Yeah, the wildlife was definitely one of the
Factors.
yeah, pretty big issue this weekend. Also, this is the second event we've done back to back. It takes a toll on you. My putting wasn't 100% today. It was actually atrocious, but you know what? We're out here. We're out here to have fun. We're out here we're out here for the kids, really. We're here to make sure that we raise that money for everyone. Make sure that little Billy down the road gets what he wants for Christmas, and I'm really trying to raise that money for little Billy. So
that is, fans, y'all know this yourselves. He is selfless in his endeavors here. Yes, he is. But I would agree with him. Two back-to-back like this, and
it's tough.
You know,
it really gets to you.
Don't know if we're going to make Louisiana this trip, but give some of those other competitors a chance to win.
I think me sitting out for the next event is really going to open up the field, really make sure that other people have a chance. You know, I do exhume excellence.
Yes.
I've been known to do that. My boy Paul, down at the UCD, he tells me that a lot. So,
and the fans, especially the women, have notated. I mean, earlier in the week they loved the facial, and then now they're noticing in the back
that
that
had to go to a barber.
Something, yeah, that neckline looks absolutely phenomenal.
Some say that my commentator looks very much like my barber too, and sometimes you just get a 2-for-1 deal, but they're definitely not the same person. I can guarantee you that.
All right, well, let's let the adoring fans cheer you on as we make it into the air conditioning. Over and out. Bye. Where are we?
Mississippi.
Biloxi, Mississippi. Texas, here we come. Well, definitely on this course, golf carts would have been nice. And we're going to have to, the next tournament or state that we play in, check out what sort of conveniences they have for a champion like Mr. Okonski.
Yeah, the PGA, the FDGA, the Pro Disc Golf Association, is really falling back on their game this weekend. We were promised carts, we were promised shade. We were almost given the shade with the torrential downpour that was here this morning. But they scrambled really quick. They decided to choose a new course. I like it. I didn't know what the other one looked like, so you gotta go with what they give you.
Well, he is a good sport. That is absolutely for sure. But we haven't lost a disc yet. And he's yet to pull out that pink one. So it's a banner day for commentator Pam.